Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bill. I'm that expat prepper living in the Philippines. Now, it has been quite a while since I've done a product review on a solar generator of any kind. Now, I have a half a dozen different brands from, 150 watt all the way up to 600 watts, right? So various sizes, the Blue Eddies and some generic knockoff ones, a fake Jackery, etc. But I came across a sale on this Koi 350 watt DC solar generator. Now, the interesting thing about this was the price. It was around $70 US. It was on a good sale. Now, I think it's all plastic, but that's fine for the price because it has a quoted max 600 watts. However, it has a sustainable 350 watts. It will take a 10.5 to 15 volt DC input, and that input is on the back here. It does, here, let me show you that. It's a little tiny one. It's labeled in-pout DC, but it's the input. And they do come with 110, 220 DC charger for this guy. So it will charge from solar panels if you have the right connection, anywhere from 10.5 to 15 volt charging. Now, it will also charge from the wall, as I just showed you. It doesn't have a USB-C of any kind. It has two USB standard ports. It came with a charge of 80%. If you guys can see that here in the video, it's probably flickering. It does have two 12-volt DC outputs, and it has a 220-volt output as well. Now, I am going to go ahead and do some quick checks here. Let's see, let's test these USBs. See if they're telling the truth. All right, so we have 4.8 volts at about 2 amps. And this other guy's giving me 4.6 volts at 1.5 amps, give or take. All right. Now, it says it has a runtime of 4 hours. None of these actually really do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and charge it up to the full 100%. And then I am going to put a 220 volt fan on this and see how long it'll run that at a high setting. So why don't you guys stand by 2 seconds and I'll get that set up for you. All right, guys, we are back. It literally took 20 minutes or less, plugged into a 220 wall socket to bring this from the 80%. Well, it did say 100. Now it says 92, just walking over here. All right, well, I'm at 92%. It did say 100. I guess there's some quality control issues here. But what I am going to do is go ahead and plug in and turn on the AC. And then I'm going to turn on this fan to high. And guys, I'm going to let this run so you can see the setup here. Pretty good sized fan. This, I can't tell the wattage of this fan, but it's a decent sized fan. And I'm going to let it run, and we'll run this all the way down to 0. And I'll give you an estimate on how long it will run this fan. And then I will tell you how long it takes to charge it back up later. All right, stand by 2 seconds. All right, guys, welcome back. It has been 2 seconds for you, but it has been exactly 1 hour since you last saw me in this video. Running this fan at high speed for 1 hour, I went from 92% to 41%. So I'm going to set my alarm for another hour and come back up. I have a feeling, and I've seen this before, that 4-hour battery backup time is not for things that are drawing a lot of wattage. But anyways, guys, this is just a quick update. I'm now 41% at 1 hour. Stand by 2 more seconds. All right, guys. Hey, look, it's been another hour for me and 2 seconds for you, obviously. But I'm not sure when in this hour it stopped, but it did finally drain down to nothing. Now, a couple interesting things I want to note. It's not a very big case, so I'm assuming that, with the high draw of that fan on high, an hour and a half to whatever it was, it's still pretty good. I mean, the Blue Eddy gets me about 2 hours. The the 13A Bluetti, that I would expect with the big fan. This is such a small package, but the price, and I'll point the actual link right here for you guys. The price point this on is so cheap, and the size is so small to get the 220 volt plus the DC stuff, and the fact that it's charges by default by DC, right? It obviously comes with the adapter, which is a DC output of, let's see if I can read this with my eyes, DC output 15 volts, 3 amps. So it will charge from DC, which means solar, which is great. I didn't mention it, but it did come with a little bag. And hey guys, for around 72 bucks, I'm happy with this purchase completely. Will it hold up the test of time? I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll find out as the years go. But I do have a lot of these type of devices, and they really come in handy. You can, and if Bluetti you're watching, you can send me one of your big battery solar gens. I'll do my review. But since I don't have that kind of money to spend on something that I won't use that often, I appreciate having multiple of these smaller solar generators. So in the event of a crisis, I have backups to my backups, as well as I can hand some out. They can be more portable, and they can go out and do different things. Just notice my eyes were black from the shadow. All right, guys. Hey, short video today. I like this device. Like I said, under 72 bucks or around 72 bucks. It does the job, and if you like this kind of content, hit that like button. And until next time, stay safe. Thank you.